Under the scorching sun of the Sahara, Prince Amir, heir to a powerful kingdom, led his caravan in search of alliances to protect his people. During the journey, he spotted a small Bedouin camp. Intrigued, he approached and found Layla, a young Bedouin woman with healing abilities that quickly caught his attention.
Who is this woman?
Amir asked one of his guards.
Layla, my lord. They say her healing skills are extraordinary.
Amir dismounted and walked over to Layla.
Your skills could save many in my kingdom. Come with me, I offer protection and respect.
Layla, cautious, replied.
I value my freedom, Prince. Helping my people is my duty, but being a pawn in a game of power doesn't interest me.
Amir smiled, admiring her strength and determination.
I am no tyrant. We could achieve something great together.
Layla hesitated, but she sensed that this encounter had a greater purpose. As the sun set, both knew their lives were about to change forever. As night fell over the desert, Amir and Layla sat in quiet conversation by the fire. Still impressed by Layla's abilities, Amir asked,
How did you acquire this gift of healing?
Layla gazed into the flames, the pain in her eyes unmistakable.
My abilities have been passed down from mother to daughter for generations. My family was known throughout the desert. But years ago, a terrible plague struck our camp. I lost my parents, my siblings. I was left alone.
Amir felt the weight of Layla's words.
I'm sorry for your loss, Layla. It's an unimaginable pain.
I used everything I knew, but it was in vain. I survived, but I couldn't save them. It was the greatest pain I've ever felt.
But even after that tragedy, you continued to heal others.
Amir said, impressed.
Yes.
Layla replied firmly.
I decided that if I couldn't save my own family, I would do everything in my power to save others. It's what gives me strength and purpose.
Amir was silent for a moment, admiring Layla's strength.
You turned your pain into something powerful. That is a true gift.
Layla simply nodded, her expression serious. Though marked by the past, her determination to continue helping others showed Amir that she was an extraordinary person, with an inner strength he could not ignore. Over time, Amir and Layla grew closer, sharing stories and confidences. Amir, impressed by Layla's strength and skill, felt a growing desire to protect her. One night, he called her for a serious conversation.
Layla, I want you to come with me to the palace. There, you'll be able to help more people with your healing. I promise to protect you and your people.
Amir said firmly. Layla regarded him cautiously.
And what about my freedom, Amir? In the palace, I would just be another piece in your kingdom.
You will be free, Layla. I don't want to confine you. I want to offer you a chance to do more.
Layla hesitated, feeling the weight of the decision.
I need to think, Amir. Life in the palace isn't for someone like me.
Amir nodded, respecting her need for time, but determined to show that his intentions were genuine. Layla, in turn, felt torn between her freedom and the possibility of helping many others. After some time of reflection, Layla decided to accept Amir's invitation and accompany him to the palace, drawn by the promise of helping more people. However, upon her arrival, she found a hostile environment. The nobles, suspicious of a Bedouin's presence, treated her with disdain. During a banquet, a prominent advisor addressed Amir, his voice laden with criticism.
Prince, bringing a Bedouin healer into the palace could undermine your authority.
Amir responded firmly.
Layla is here by my choice and her skill is invaluable. I will not allow mistrust of her to interfere with what she can offer.
In private, Layla expressed her frustration to Amir.
I feel like I'll never be accepted here. They see my presence as a threat.
Amir reassured her, holding her hands.
I'm here to protect you. Your importance to us is undeniable. Don't let their hostility make you doubt your worth.
As Layla struggled to adapt, Amir faced increasing pressure to deal with an impending war, which only heightened the intrigues and skepticism within the palace. Amir's kingdom was on high alert when war finally broke out. Enemy armies advanced with force, and despite the palace intrigues, Amir led his men with courage. Layla, though initially met with suspicion, stood out among the wounded soldiers, offering urgent care. With her skills, she quickly became an indispensable figure on the battlefield. A soldier shouted, his voice desperate. Layla responded with determination.
Layla, we need you here.
I'm on my way. I'll do everything I can to save everyone I can.
As Layla worked tirelessly, Amir fought fiercely against the invaders. Amid the battle, he was struck by an arrow and fell to the ground, gravely wounded. Hearing the cries for help, Layla rushed to him.
Amir, are you okay?
She asked, her face pale with worry. Amir with difficulty gave a weak smile.
Don't worry about me. Keep helping our men. They need you.
Fighting back her own tears, Layla began treating Amir, but the battle was far from over. Her bravery and skill were now recognized not only by the soldiers but also by the nobles who had once doubted her. After the battle, Layla leaned over Amir, who was gravely injured. Even as the palace descended into chaos, she refused to use the traditional methods of the royal healers, insisting on her Bedouin practices.
Bedouin, let our doctors do their work, get out of the way.
Pleaded a palace physician, his tone frustrated.
Our method is dangerous.
Layla, with determination, replied.
I know what I'm doing. The prince needs my treatment to survive.
Amir, through his pain, looked at Layla with gratitude.
I trust you, Layla. Do what you think is necessary.
Layla worked tirelessly, applying her herbs and ancestral techniques. Gradually, Amir began to show signs of recovery. However, rumors about Layla's magic began to spread throughout the palace, creating more tension among the nobles. During a council meeting, one advisor said,
These methods of Layla's seem more like enchantments than healing. This is unacceptable.
Amir, now stronger, intervened.
Layla saved my life. If it weren't for her skills, I'd be dead. Rejecting her methods now is pure ingratitude.
The rumors and resistance persisted, but Amir's recovery reinforced Layla's importance, placing her in the spotlight and further intensifying the tensions within the palace. As Amir recovered, the bond between him and Layla deepened. She visited him daily, and their conversations, once formal, became intimate. They fell in love, but both knew their affection was forbidden by the kingdom's laws.
Amir, what we feel. It's impossible.
Layla murmured one day, sitting beside his bed. Amir, holding her hand, replied firmly.
Nothing will keep me from being with you, Layla. Not the laws, not the palace.
Despite his words, their relationship soon became an open secret. Rumors about Amir and Layla's closeness spread quickly, causing discontent among the royal advisors.
Prince, your connection with this woman threatens the stability of the kingdom.
One advisor warned him.
You must choose a suitable bride, someone of noble blood.
Amir, increasingly pressured, refused to yield.
Layla has more nobility in her heart than any woman you could present to me.
As the rumors and tensions grew, Amir and Layla were forced to hide their feelings, knowing their love could bring dangerous consequences for both of them. As the love between Amir and Layla grew, Layla began to sense something dark hanging over the kingdom. Whispered conversations in the corridors, furtive glances, and forgotten documents led her to uncover secrets that could shake the throne. One night, Layla confronted Amir in his quarters.
Amir, there's something you need to know. Conspiracies and betrayals are happening right under your nose. If we don't do something, the throne could be at risk.
Amir, already torn between his love for Layla and his responsibilities as prince, looked at her concerned.
What are you talking about, Layla? Who would be plotting against the kingdom?
Layla showed him documents revealing plans of betrayal by some nobles.
These men are plotting your downfall, Amir. They see your relationship with me as a weakness, something to be exploited.
Amir felt the weight of his responsibilities grow heavier.
I'm trapped, Layla. If I act against them, I might start a civil war. If I don't act, everything I've fought for could crumble.
Layla looked at him, determined.
Then let's fight together, Amir. We won't let these traitors destroy what you've built.
Amir, now more than ever, felt the weight of his decisions, knowing that every move could determine the future of his kingdom and his love for Layla. With the palace conspiracies intensifying, Amir found himself pressured to make an impossible decision. The kingdom was on the brink of both internal and external war, and the advisors demanded that he marry a princess from another realm to seal a powerful alliance.
Amir,
Said one of the senior advisors.
The kingdom depends on your choice. You must choose between the throne and this woman.
Layla, overhearing the conversation, felt her heart tighten. Privately, she confronted Amir.
I can't be the reason you lose your throne. The kingdom needs you more than I do.
Amir, filled with anguish, held Layla's hands.
But I need you, Layla. Without you, the throne means nothing.
She looked at him with sadness.
If you abdicate, you'll lose more than just the throne. Your people need a strong leader, especially now.
The pressure on Amir grew as the war intensified and the traitors within the palace gained strength. He knew his decision would shape the future of the kingdom and the fate of his love for Layla. Finally, Amir, with the weight of the world on his shoulders, looked at Layla and said with a firm voice,
If I have to choose between you and the throne, I choose you. But we need to find a way to protect the kingdom together.
As the conspiracies continued to unfold, Amir and Layla knew the path ahead would be difficult, but they were determined to face any challenge together. The pressure on Amir grew with each passing day, and the threats to the kingdom became more real. Layla, feeling responsible for putting Amir in an impossible position, made a painful decision. She knew that to save the kingdom and protect Amir, she had to leave. One night, while Amir slept, Layla left a letter beside his bed. When he awoke and found the note, he rushed to find her, but it was already too late. She was prepared to leave for the desert.
Layla, you can't do this.
Amir shouted desperately as he found her at the palace gates. With tears in her eyes, she replied,
Amir, I have to. My presence here is only causing more chaos. If I stay, you'll lose everything you fought for.
Amir grasped her hands, refusing to let go.
I can't live without you. Please don't leave me.
Layla gently caressed his face.
I'm doing this for us, for you and your people. The kingdom needs a strong leader, and you can only be that leader without the distractions my presence causes.
Devastated, Amir released her, knowing he couldn't stop her.
I will never forget you, Layla. You are the light of my heart.
With one last look of pain and love, Layla departed for the desert, leaving Amir alone to face the growing threat of invasion and to cope with the loss of his great love. The final battle against the invaders was about to begin, and Amir, despite being devastated by Layla's departure months earlier, led his army with courage. His men were weary, and the threat was imminent. On the battlefield, Amir, under heavy pressure from the enemies, shouted orders and encouraged his soldiers, trying to prevent defeat.
Push forward. We can't let them beat us.
As the fight intensified, an unexpected sight appeared on the horizon. Layla, riding a horse, leading an army of Bedouins. She had returned, bringing with her warriors she had healed and united during her exile. Amir, surprised and overwhelmed with emotion, shouted to her amidst the chaos.
Layla, you came back.
Layla, filled with determination, responded,
I would never leave you in your darkest hour. We're here to fight together.
With the arrival of the Bedouins, the tide of the battle began to turn. Layla and her allies fought bravely, and the combined forces helped Amir repel the invaders. In the end, with the enemies defeated and the kingdom saved, Amir approached Layla, still breathless.
You've given me a second chance. There are no words to express my gratitude.
We did this together, Amir. Now, we can rebuild and create a better future.
With victory secured and the kingdom united, Amir and Layla prepared to face the next chapter of their lives, together and stronger than ever. After the decisive victory, Amir and Layla worked tirelessly to rebuild the kingdom. Now more resolute than ever, Amir called for an assembly to announce significant changes to the kingdom's laws.
Today, I make a decision that reflects the new era we are building.
Amir declared before the nobles and the people.
From now on, the kingdom will recognize the union between me and Layla. We will change the law so that we can marry, symbolizing the alliance between the Bedouins and the people of the desert.
The nobles, initially hesitant, were won over by the courage and balance Amir and Layla had shown. One of the counselors, now visibly more supportive, commented,
Your actions have proven the value of true leadership. The kingdom will benefit from this union.
Layla, standing beside Amir, added,
Together, we are forming a new era of harmony and prosperity. Our union is a reflection of what we can achieve when we work as one.
With the new laws in place, the kingdom began to heal and thrive, strengthened by the alliances that had been forged. Amir and Layla became symbols of renewal, and their love transformed the kingdom into a place of peace and prosperity, where differences were overcome and harmony prevailed.